Okay, so I'm gonna take a little break from seeing all the recipes and stuff because I need a break from that. And I noticed that for some reason there's been like, what was the last video I reacted to? It was like from literally 12 days ago, I think. And in the span of those 12 days, there's been like video after video after video of just, oh, cook with me, what I eat, like this, that, and the third. So I figure I just see the latest ones, see what we're up against, because the last time we saw some pork chops, that was a red flag. What else do we see? I think that was the only one that was like, oh, question mark? Yeah, so I'm just gonna do like one video because they're all like 15 minutes long and it's like, girl, I don't have the time or the patience.
Hello, hi, welcome to a new vlog. So today is day 3 of a new lifestyle and day 3 of no takeout. So I was gonna say like hopefully I'm successful today, but I already know I'm gonna be.
She said this is day 3 of a new lifestyle. Girl, it's been like 20 years of a new lifestyle. Like, what are you talking about? That already aggravated me for only like 2 seconds. I don't know what this new lifestyle is, but let's see the journey.
Because I don't care. I don't care about the good feeling I get from certain foods. I am a addict to food and I am going to stay away from the foods that I am addicted to and continue nourishing my body with foods that make me feel good. So far, I'm feeling so good. Like fasting for 16 hours feels amazing.
No, not these. I hate, hate the whole fasting thing. Because genuinely, it just doesn't work. Like, you need to eat. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, I'll just starve myself for 16 hours out of the day. And then you stuff as much food as you can in the time frame that you designed to eat. I don't know. It's too much. And honestly, it's too much work. Like, I can't remember all that shit. I just kind of just wait throughout the day. And I just like drink and like, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hungry. That was, like an average person would do. And like, you don't need to fast. Just like, don't eat junk. Like, you can literally eat like a whole bag of carrots. And it's not even going to be like the same amount of calories as like a bowl of chips. Like, it's not how much or when, it's just what. So I don't see this working out too well because I'm pretty sure she tried something like this before and it did not work. Which, are we surprised? No, because it's a scam. Like, no dietitian would recommend this. Literally, like, not a good one anyway. I hope her dietitian didn't recommend this, but I wouldn't be surprised because from all the ones that I've heard that I trust and that I've done like read about and saw videos on, they say the same thing. Like, they're just like, it's just what you eat. You can eat as much as you want, but just like the what. So I can see some type of takeout haul or some shit sometime soon because that's just what she does. It's like new thing, and then all of a sudden we're eating McDonald's.
Let me go to my fasting app. I can eat in.
There's an app. Wasn't she on Weight Watchers, or am I insane? I thought she was legit on Weight Watchers 12 days ago. God, I feel like I'm like 2 years behind.
I'm gonna share my weigh-ins with you guys like weekly.
Don't. I don't even start that because then she'll start these weigh-ins and then people will be like, where's the weigh-in? And she'll be like, oh my god, all you guys care about is my weigh-in. It's like, well, if you're bringing that to the table, like, what do you expect?
Yesterday I had 1,800 calories, so I'm eating very, very low calorie. Like the day before that, I had 1,600. And I am drinking water, I'm peeing more, I'm moving more.
That's not healthy, like, for her size at all. Because, see, if I was, it's like an extreme calorie deficit. Because if I was to do like a calorie deficit, I'm not as like big as Amber is by no any means. So like for me to do that, it's like 1,200 calories to have in a day. And to be honest, like I did do that and it was like it was substantial, but the thing was is I did that and I worked out, so like I was hungrier because you're working out and you know. So it was like I would eat the 12, but then I'd work out and then it'd be like, well, now I have to have like a protein bar or something to like fill myself up, and then I'd go like a little bit over. So like I just found it was kind of a, for me, a scam. If I'm working out and doing it, it just seems like you could either do either or. But 16, like for her, that's, I don't know, that seems like extreme because even like for me to do 12, that's only like 800 calories below the average. Her average is like 300-pound woman. It's saying 2,500. So let's just say 3,000. So that's literally like half of what her body's used to, which is like basically starvation. Like borderline. That'd be like if I just had 1,000 calories a day. That's a lot. Or a lot to cut down by. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna last too long because there's no absolute way.
How I used to eat, and I haven't lost any weight. I've actually gained. I have gained actually. Like I don't even want to say it out loud. I've gained 0.6 of a pound. And I know a lot of people.
Not her going on about 0.6 of a pound. Probably just got a shit.
All right, you guys. So I am about to break my fast. It's been 16 hours and 36 minutes. Ooh, I'm collecting that badge. So this is filled with freaking veggies. It's insane how delicious this is. Let's start with what I haven't tried. I haven't done the mustard and cottage cheese inside of celery, but I'm about to try it now.
Ew, she's eating that gross thing that TikToker eats. Just that bowl full of just veggies and shit, which isn't gross, but the fact that she dips it in the two worst fucking dips, like cottage cheese and mustard. Sorry. It's too much. It's absolutely too much, and it's disgusting. And everybody should be in jail for trying that. Like, what happened to a ranch, a curry dip? Like, why must?
So what else I have is a Brussels sprout. Everything is raw.
A raw Brussels sprout? Now I know she's insane. I wouldn't even eat a raw Brussels sprout. Shit. That is insane.
And we have some asparagus.
Aren't you not supposed to eat asparagus raw? Okay, so it's the stem. So I'm not fully wrong, but like, yeah, I was like, I don't think you can eat that. Like,
All right, you guys, so this is my finished plate. I'm as full as a chick on a dog. I could tell you that.
that's
Okay,
a
you
one.
guys, so I'm super excited for this purchase. So I had an air fryer that I had, sorry, I am filled with fur. Hashtag animals. So I had an air fryer for a couple of years and it was actually recalled. And I remember every time I would use it, like my food would taste like plastic. So I read the reviews and people were like, it's totally normal. So it's like, I was like, fine, okay, fine. But it turns out totally not normal and it was recalled. So I got a new one and I'm so excited for this one because this is actually the brand from my most favorite freaking celebrity, one of my most favorites. Been a favorite since I was literally knee-high to a grasshopper. Like,
what is up with these expressions? Like, please stop. Knee-high to a grasshopper? What? So an organism?
so
if it's the air fryer that I'm thinking of, I saw that they, sadly, we didn't, or did we have them here? We have them here, but like, they weren't on sale. But yeah, the air fryer went on sale for like $150, and it's like a big air fryer, so people were going crazy. If it's the same air fryer, then Amp caught that deal. She was like, snag.
Oh, I'm trying to get it out of the box. Oh, okay.
It is the same air fryer. Knew it.
I'm gonna set her up. I don't know if I want to keep her on the counter at all times because it is kind of bulky. I don't like my counter to be super messy.
I knew she was gonna say that, and all I see back here is mess. But I knew she was gonna say that.
So we'll see. I will say it smells like plastic, but I know.
What does she expect? Like, it's fresh out the damn box. She's really irritating me. Like, of course it's gonna smell like plastic, bitch. It's straight out of the damn box. Hello.
So right now I am cooking my next meal. I am making Brussels sprouts with some colorful potatoes. There's like purple, yellow, white, and I'm also gonna cut up some steak. Okay, so now I got the steak cut up. I'm gonna season it a bit and then add some minced garlic. So now I have everything cooking together. I added some sriracha, a little bit of soy sauce, and now I'm gonna put a lid and let it cook.
Sriracha. Sriracha and soy sauce? Okay.
Craving a potato. So I tried to figure out how to make it healthy and have a serving of it. And by the way, when you guys hear this noise, that's the refrigerator. It's not a fart.
That fridge needs some WD-40. Again, why steak? I mean, at least it's not pork this time, I guess, but I don't know. She picks like the worst meats to eat. Like sausage, pork chop, steak. Like, what is wrong with chicken and seafood? Or just, God forbid, just vegetarian meals. I don't know. It's very, as soon as I saw the steak, I was like, but, you know, yeah, at least you didn't put it over. Why would you need it over a bed of rice? You already got potatoes in there. Anyway.
It's like a stir fry in a weird way.
Actually, I made a version kind of like this, like yesterday. It's called a fry up. I like to call it a fry up. It's just potatoes, and you just throw in like basically any veggie that you got, and then a meat. I used shrimp. But yeah, her fry up don't look bad, but don't look like mine.
Or what I consider healthy or is good for my body or makes me feel good in a healthy way, not a bad way. I don't care what people say. I don't. So,
I find that's a little contradicting, sis. And the reason why is just like, I wouldn't say humans are contradicting. People are patterns. Yeah, you may have a broader, wider spectrum of what you thought like a year ago or two, or maybe you have more information from a year ago or two, but in your subconscious, in the back of your head, you're always gonna have like similar thoughts to your past self. Like, yes, you might have like grown and like learned that like that's not the way I should think, but it's still like the way you were brought up. In my psychiatry class in university, it was like that was a huge thing we were learning about just kids and their development, and we looked at experiments and stuff like that of how their environment affected them as adults. And so it's always like when people say like, oh, that's just not how I was brought up, it's genuinely like a factor of people, because that's like your first interaction with the world is your environment, your family, people you were around. So that has a big aspect of your beliefs, your morals, your values in life. And so you're never going to forget about that stuff, and you're never going to put it in the back of your head and just like change it up. Some people do with like, you know, horses therapy and like rehabilitating themselves into different atmospheres, but it's always going to be like in the back of your head of like, this is how I was taught, kind of thing. Like it's always going to be a part of what you know. So for her to be like, you know, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, that's like a great mindset you have to try and suppress like the worries and doubts. But everybody cares. Everybody cares. It's just how the world works, it's how humanity works. Everybody's superficial, everybody's narcissistic in some way, and everybody cares about everybody else's opinions. That's just how we're built as human beings. So, yes, she does care, but if she wants to tell the world that she doesn't, that's definitely her prerogative. But the problem that I have with her saying that is she'll say this, and then a month or so later, she'll have a huge fit about it. And that's what I have a problem with. It's like, if you're gonna be the I don't care bitch, be the I don't care bitch. But you can't sit there and be like, I don't care, I don't care. And then you make a whole video about haters and constantly talking about how people hate you and blah, blah, blah. Like, if you don't care, then don't address it. Don't care. Or at least present yourself as of that if you're trying to be that. You see, you're being contradicting yourself by doing all that. So, I'm rocking with the I don't care. You know, keep that though. Don't sit there and make a video like a month later and be like sobbing about everything that's going on. Leave that girl back in what was it, 2020? You were doing all that stuff. Be this. Keep this consistently.
Sleep.
Not her going to ruin my podcast. I'm not gonna stand for this. No, 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 no. If Amber says some out of pocket shit about H3, she's gonna get roasted. I'm just gonna put that out right now. I'm triggered.
So I've only been watching this live from H3 for like, let me see, how long? 30 minutes, and I've already gotten the Frisian goosebumps. I can't tell you how many times. I just love them so much. I don't know what it is, but they're my faves. But yeah, I'm having the time of my life. I'm about to have my last meal of the night, I think. I could still eat for another 2 hours, but I'm feeling a little hungry now. This is what I chose for my last meal. We have some olives with some garlic, strawberries, a mandarin. This is a breakfast sandwich with just egg whites and some turkey sausage. I am a Tapatio girly, so I always put Tapatio on my breakfast sandwich because without it,
It's pretty late. Why is she eating this late? Like, because once I just tuned in after she was like, oh, the live show, and I was like, I know there's a time difference, but I was up until like 1 a.m. waiting for this live stream. Like it's late. Like, why is she eating a breakfast sandwich this late? Huh? Okay, so that's the end of our little update. Love that. Um, yeah, I was a little thrown off by her watching H3. I think only because she's like, I don't know, she was like a huge like Trisha stan, and I remember like when Frenemies was happening, she watched that because Trisha. But yeah, she never really expressed any interest in H3 before. Like it's really throws me off. All because all she talked about was like Trisha and like oh she loved Trisha and blah blah blah. So I don't know. I was really surprised for some reason that she watched H3. Like, girl. Anyways, but to sum up everything, like the choices are better. The choices are way better. Like I said, I don't believe in these pyramid schemes like at all. Like I really think that this fasting thing is not beneficial, especially for a person who already has a problem with food. It's not beneficial in my mind because you're trading one unhealthy habit for another, and it's just a mind fuck. So personally, I'm not really down for it. It works for some, and that's great, but it's not really like necessary to go to these extremes yet. Like if I did something like this, like it's like people like my size do that all the time, like medium-sized girls. They do it all the time. And it's like it's more like you want to lose like 50 pounds, like at the most. So hell even 40 at the most. So it's like a very slow burn process. But like I said, the cut down is so severe. Like I don't know how that's gonna work out. Um, yeah, but the choices aren't that bad. I really, 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 really though I wish that Amber would make better meat choices. Like the meat choices really drive me. I don't know if it's because I used to make really bad meat choices, and then once I like stopped eating those types of meat, it was so much easier. There's certain things that you don't realize are like so critical to your weight. And especially realizing that from how I live right now, like me and my partner, like we're two opposite people. Like I'm trying to lose, trying to gain. So it's like chicken, shrimp, seafood versus like pork, meat. Like it's like opposite ends. So it's like every time it's like, oh well, I can't have rice. Rice is too much. And it's just like it's a lot you have to like swap out for. Like instead of rice, you gotta have cauliflower rice. Instead of bread, you can have like English muffin's not bad. Muffin is like the best type of bread, honestly, to have. Even like a few slices of bread isn't like the best. But the English muffin is like, I think the most low calorie, that and naan, sorry, don't really know how to pronounce it. Naan bread is like the best to have, and pita is like the best to have, depending on if it's plain. If it's plain, then yes, it's all these seasonings that like really get to you sometimes with like breads and shit. And for the almonds, like I don't know. I find like it's such like a scam because like you think in your head, okay, if I eat like nuts, like it'll be fine. Like I can just eat like a whole handful of cashews and be fine, but that's really like a lot of calories by itself. And then you have to like mix it into a meal and cancel it out. Well, it's a lot. So, are the meals the worst? No. Are they the best? Eh. They're not far off, is the thing, and that's the best improvement. It's a slow process. So, like, a little substitution here and there, it'd be great. But it's not the worst. It definitely isn't. Um, yeah, definitely an improvement. And I already said my little spiel about the IDK era of that. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I can't, sorry, my ear's super itchy. I can't promise that I'd be doing every single one of these updates she does, because honestly, like, I have nothing against Amber at all, but like, she's very, and I know I am too, it's like very slow going. It's like a very slow at getting to the point. So and for me, it's just like I don't have the attention span for that. So I'll do like once in a while a little pop in, pop out, how you doing, good night.